Besieged by Wallace, visited by Bruce, and most famously known as the prison of Mary Queen of Scots. Welcome to Loch Leven Castle. A castle may have been built here at this island as early as 1257, when a young King Alexander III was brought here by his regents. During the First Wars of Independence, the English army held the castle. It lies on a strategic point between Edinburgh and Perth. Part of the curtain wall may date to this period. Around 1300, the Scots laid siege to the castle, possibly led by William Wallace. They killed all of the 20 Englishmen that garrisoned the castle, along with the 3 women that waited on them. In 1313, Robert the Bruce visited Loch Leven Castle, and then again in 1323. Following the death of Robert the Bruce in 1329, the English invaded Scotland, and in 1335 they laid siege to Loch Leven Castle. They done it in support of Edward Balliol. The English attempted to flood the castle by damming the outflow of the loch. The water slowly started to rise. However, after a month, the captain of the English force, Sir John de Stirling, left to attend the festival of St Margaret. The defenders, under the leadership of Alan de Vipont, took advantage of this. Under the cover of darkness, they snuck out of the castle and damaged the dam and flooded the English camp. The tower house was added in the early 14th century, making it one of the oldest tower houses in Scotland that still substantially survives. During this time period, the castle served mainly as a state prison, and some of the people here that were imprisoned included Robert II in 1369 and the Archbishop of St Andrews, Patrick Graham, in 1478. Patrick Graham died while in captivity here. Before her imprisonment at the castle, Queen Mary stayed at Loch Leven Castle for a week in May 1562 to recover after falling off her horse after leaving Falkland Palace. She then returned in 1563 when she had a debate with John Knox in the Great Hall. In September 1565, Mary visited the castle again as a guest of Sir William Douglas. The next time Mary was at Loch Leven, it was as a prisoner from the 17th of June 1567 till her escape on the 2nd of May 1568. After their defeat at the Battle of Carberry Hill on the 15th of June 1567, Queen Mary was surrendered to her noblemen that were opposed to her marriage to the Earl of Bothwell. She was held for a night in an Edinburgh townhouse before being taken to Loch Leven Castle and into the custody of Sir William Douglas. Mary was held initially in the Glasson Tower and was pregnant with twins. On her arrival, Mary fell ill, and some point before the 24th of June, she had miscarried the twins, and a few days later she was forced to abdicate her throne in favour of her infant son, King James VI. Her twins were hastily buried in the castle grounds. Mary was moved to the main tower house where over the autumn and winter months she recovered. The castle's keeper was Sir William Douglas, and his family included his brother George Douglas and a young orphaned relative called Willie Douglas. On the night of her escape, Mary dressed as a servant. Willie Douglas stole the keys and she just walked out to a waiting boat. Mary was rowed across the loch where George Douglas awaited with 200 horsemen, and they fled to Niddrie Castle and then eventually on to England. Mary would never see or set foot on Scotland's soil again. The castle is said to be haunted by Queen Mary's spirit because she is waiting for her twins to return to her so they would know that their deaths wasn't her fault. In 1675, the Loch Leven estate was bought from the Douglases by Sir William Bruce, a royal architect. He built Kinross House and was responsible for the overhaul of Holyrood Palace in Edinburgh.